Hi guys, my name's Roro.
I'm Jude.
And
together we're Young, Dumb, and Dating.
So if you wondered what we look like, this is us. We figured we'd do this YouTube video to talk more about why we decided to do the podcast. And like what we see for the future with this, and talk a little bit more about us.
Yeah.
Since there's no face to our videos.
We have a face to the name. So this is Jude, and that's Roro. All right, so why did we do the podcast? Did I bring it up first?
Yeah, Jude brought it up first.
I'm a huge fan of podcasts. I listen to The Brilliant Idiots a lot. I listen to Flagrant 2 a lot. Shout out Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz. I listen to Impulsive a lot. I didn't really care for Logan Paul before the Japanese incident, but I really like this new wave he's going on. So I like podcasts, and I thought up the idea. Me and Robert are always having these debates and talks, so why not put it on public? Yeah, and then people chime in.
Yeah. I wasn't big into podcasts, and I didn't even know about them until like junior year of college, which was 3 years back. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't until Jude told me these are some, I guess pages you could follow. So I started listening to podcasts, and I just instantly got hooked. But I don't think that was my reason for why I agreed to this. I think it was more, it fit with us. We've been in a long-term relationship for 3 years, mm-hmm. and we get a lot of questions about us dating, and we
used to be very private, and then that's when people started paying attention to our relationship, I think, through social media, and they'd be like, oh, you guys are always going to nice places.
Yeah.
You guys are always doing really cool things. Mm-hmm. And then I think that's when we started to just open up. So this is kind of another way to open up too.
Yeah.
And give advice and take advice.
Give advice, yeah.
Because we ain't perfect.
Yes. And then we first off want to help people, because we feel like a lot of us young singles and couples, we don't really have anywhere that we feel comfortable asking. I don't want to ask my parents for advice.
Family.
Sometimes, family especially. Friends, it's okay, but sometimes they can't relate.
And
to
sometimes you just don't want your business out there, because the last thing you want is your best friend realizing that you're in a, bad relationship, or your relationship's having problems. Some people are kind of nervous about just bringing up very personal stuff to their best friends. Yeah, and with this podcast, I feel like we get very specific into topics, and we want to create this page where everyone can go to and safe space.
Yeah, you can put in your anonymous questions, and we will get them answered in a very honest.
And opinions too, because I don't want people to think that everything that we're saying is right. Mm-hmm. This is just our opinion, the way we see things, and then whether you agree with it, great. If you don't agree with it, give your opinion and your take on it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do other funny, cool stuff too. It's not gonna just be podcast related. We'll probably do vlogs. You'll probably just see us doing, a lot of couple things like trips, baking.
Yeah.
Roro bakes.
I love baking. I do. Yes, I bake a lot.
Yes, I do. Yes. What do I do?
Yes.
What else? The future of this podcast. Where is this gonna go? What's the end game? Well, I'll let you go first.
I think just helping people, and I wish that it goes big to the point where people have this resource that they go to. Us young people, kind of a hotline, I guess, where people feel comfortable just asking us questions, and it'd be anonymous.
Yeah.
I think that's what I see.
I see. So you don't mean a physical hotline. You just mean it could be a blog or a forum.
Yeah,
just
somewhere where
people to go to.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I think in the future we're just trying to help people, and we're trying to get people our age, instead of just relying on memes or advice from, I mean, there's nothing wrong with those memes, but just human to human interaction. All that advice you see on Instagram, all that advice that you see posted on Facebook, those little meme things, or advice that you get from friends sometimes, all of it in just one space, and we just talk about it. So, and then I really don't I'm really pretty open-minded because you never know where this podcast could take us. I think other than maybe filming our podcasts and then maybe having guests on the podcast, I'm open to anything. I just want to help people. Meetups, I'm down with meetups. I like people.
just thinking so far ahead.
I said future. This is future.
Yes, that is true.
So, you now know what we look like. Hopefully we didn't disappoint. I think I look pretty good. Yeah, tune in every Tuesday. No, Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it is Tuesday. Sorry.
Tuesday.
Tune in every Tuesday. YouTube videos we will kind of do every now and then. It's not going to really be scheduled because it's not really podcast related. We're not filming the podcast just yet, but we will just continuously just make videos, and hopefully you guys like them.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.